All right. So, so let's talk about what Dowager's Hump is, first of all, and also what it might not be. So it's more of a kyphosis in your upper back, which means this, like when you have a hump back, that's Dowager's Hump. And it happens over time. It could be from genetics, it can be osteoporosis. Poor posture also affects this in your body. So super, super important that you're always working on your posture, which is why Pilates is really an amazing, effective tool because every exercise is for the back side of the body, strengthening the back side of the body. And when you have strengthening up in your upper back, it helps pull you upright. It helps with your posture. It's the most amazing thing that we can do to help prevent Dowager's hump from happening. What it's not, and what a lot of people think it is this fatty tissue hump on the back. When you Google it, it looks like a buffalo's hump. So buffalo's hump is more of a fatty deposit, which can go along with a Dowager's hump or with poor posture, but it actually isn't the same thing, right? So it's more of a fatty deposit. Now, how does it get there? Again, that could be more of a genetic thing. It could be based on what's going on in your body with your hormones and with your with how your body carries weight. But both of these situations can be prevented with amazing whole body strength and stamina from your Pilates practice. So let's talk about why that happens and what exercises you can do. So if you go to onlinepilatesclasses.com, you can go to my free tutorials and you'll see that in my free tutorials, we actually have exercise you could do standing, right? And we also have some wall exercises. In fact, there's a whole 5-minute wall workout. On my YouTube channel, you can actually take a whole standing workout and a whole wall Pilates workout. Now, not all wall Pilates is the same. Not all wall Pilates is going to assist you when it comes to preventing Dowager's hump or a buffalo hump, but it is also super, super effective in helping you with getting your posture up, and also something you could do at the office. So again, I'm Lesley Logan, co-founder of onlinepilatesclasses.com, and I want to dive into the Dowager's hump, answer this question that we got on YouTube, because it is something that we are seeing more and more often. So many of us sit at a desk, work on a computer all day, then we come home, we're on our devices, and we're constantly pulling things forward. And here's the problem with that. It's actually not just about the aesthetics of what it looks like when you have this hump. It's also affecting your digestive system and your mental health. And I'll talk about how that happens. So when your head becomes more forward on your body, right, you start to actually perceive anything coming at you as an attack, because you're actually going, in the evolutionary parts of how our bodies went, you're going backwards down the line. And so you're going more into that lizard-like brain. So anything that comes at you is actually seen as an attack. Any information, someone who bumps into you, all that stuff. So that's not like, that is right there alone to make you want to put your head back on your spine, right? But the other thing is when your shoulders are more forward, you are more likely to have injuries and aches and pains in your shoulders, which is going to limit your mobility. Then having your hump there is going to affect your digestive system. It's going to affect your lower back pain. It's going to affect your gait. So over time, having poor posture is going to affect more parts of your body than just having poor posture, what that looks like. Now, the actual Dowager's hump is part of osteoporosis. Once that happens, I'm going to be really honest, it's really, really difficult. It's really, really difficult to you can't get it back. Like, that's just the thing. So everything has to be preventative. So as soon as you can start moving, you should. What was the best time to plant a tree? Many, many years ago. What's the next best? Today. So you want to definitely get started on any exercise that can actually support your upper back muscles and support your posture. So how does Pilates do this? Well, first of all, Pilates is actually going to start from your core first, right? So it's not an ab workout. I get lots and lots of people who are like, tell me what 5 Pilates moves I can do to tone my abs. And the truth is that that's not a thing because Pilates is not abs. Pilates is your center. And your center is all the muscles that surround your axial skeleton, from your head to your tailbone, okay? And so your core actually is all the muscles around your back. When you strengthen your entire core, it helps pull you more upright, which is going to prevent those poor, more kyphotic postures from happening. But there's other reasons why. I've seen many people who've had plastic surgery that pulls their shoulders forward. I've seen people who just, let me just be really honest, I was this tall when I was in 6th grade, so I had poor posture. So if that's you, there are ways to actually get your shoulders back on your spine, on your back, your head back on your spine, and pull yourself upright. And that is going to be with doing a consistent Pilates practice. So again, on my YouTube channel, you can take my wall Pilates workout. You can also take my standing Pilates workout. All of those things are actually going to help your back. But if you have access to a spine corrector, that's also going to help your extension. It's going to help strengthen the muscles of your back. I actually work on my spine corrector every single day. Sorry, one of my dogs just knocked the camera. It's all right. That's part of life. Welcome to it. So if you have Dowager's hump, I highly recommend that you're seeing doctors, physiotherapists, and getting exercises for your body to prevent it from getting worse. If you have a buffalo hump, one, you need to definitely be actually strengthening the backside of your body, working from your core, getting into a Pilates practice. You can do the mat work, you can get on the reformer, all of it's going to be really, really amazing. But it's possible that the buffalo hump and the Dowager's hump are going to work together. If you do want to see a medical professional about this, if they just say, oh, you're being, if it's a buffalo hump and they're just thinking that you're being like, what's the word? Concerned with your looks. No, it's really actually like not great, because that deposit of fatty tissue can affect how you stand up, can affect your ability to get yourself upright and prevent Dowager's hump from happening. Now, I did have a client who did have that fatty tissue on her upper back. She was an artist. She was very concerned about it. She was very concerned about her shoulders and her posture in general, because if she has pain in her shoulder, she can't paint. So the work that we did is this. We actually did do some mat work, so she would have homework to do at her studio before and after she did her artist work to warm herself up and move her from her center. Then we also worked on the spine corrector to help pull her upper back into extension and strengthen her muscles. We did some reformer work, and over time, you actually saw that hump dissipate. Her posture was amazing. She walked around with so much confidence. So there are ways to prevent entirely. There are ways to do some work to mitigate what is going on. But once you do have the kyphosis of osteoporosis and that Dowager's hump, it is going to get more difficult based on age. So if you have more questions about this, I'm happy to answer them. If you want suggestions on exercises to do, feel free to put in the comments below. If you haven't already liked and subscribed on our YouTube channel, please do. You can do that at youtube.com/@online Pilates classes. We go live every single Sunday answering your questions. So drop them in the comments. We'll answer them next week. And we also have an amazing, amazing free mat challenge going on right now, you guys. If you go to opc.me/challenge, that's opc.me/challenge, you can join for free. It's a 4-week free mat Pilates challenge. It will start with 10 minutes, will help you build up your stamina, your strength, your endurance, and help you work that core to get your posture upright like we've been talking about this whole time. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day.